Alright YouTube, I'm in the Walnut Hills neighborhood. I just got done making a video on the Linden Heights neighborhood, which is a couple streets over from here. This video is not going to be quite as long. Right here, we're going to cover a few streets of this neighborhood. We're going to cover about 10 minutes or so on this and then get in this one. But this is the Walnut Hills neighborhood right here. This is no, the Linden Heights are a couple streets over. Once you go a street or two over, that's the Linden Heights neighborhood. But this is Walnut Hills. This is Walnut Hills. Walnut Hills goes from here between Wayne and Wyoming in this general area. Yeah, Walnut Hills is not quite as large as the area we just covered, but it kind of runs, you know, between Wayne and Wyoming in that general area over by the cemetery. Yeah, these are some nice houses as well too. There was a story here the other day. There was a house somewhere on the street, I can't remember the address, but a girl that had a young baby, only 2 years old, had a heroin overdose somewhere on this street right here. Yeah, the neighborhood that's on the other side of Wyoming, that's what I was doing. The Linden Heights areas that way north, and then over that way to the east. Turn left onto Wyoming. You see right here, we got a pretty nice view of the skyline in the city of Dayton from right here. We'll turn left on the next one. And here you got a nice high view of the city of Dayton and the skyline from right here, turning on to Carlisle. So it's a nice little view here. They've obviously kept the old traditional street with the cobbles right here. This neighborhood, I would say in general, is somewhat decent, but I would prefer Linden Heights if I had to choose between the two neighborhoods on which to live if I was going to buy a house here. And the reason why is because this part of the neighborhood, it's very close to the Twin Towers neighborhood, which is unfortunately not a good neighborhood in Dayton. A lot of, you know, high crime, drug activity, and prostitution. So you go a few streets down here, you get into a really bad part of this. Now, parts of this neighborhood are not really all that swift either, but you go a few streets west, you're into the more hairy parts of the neighborhood, definitely. But this right here is pretty, this part of the Walnut Hills neighborhood is pretty well upkept. You can see the historic street right there, the cobble brick, and it looks like this cobbles are in pretty good shape right here. They look like they might have possibly restored this street in the last few years. Here you can see the asphalt. Obviously, that's obviously where they patched the water line or something, or gas line they had to patch over. Here's a couple stretches of cobbles right here. That's probably where they did a couple temporary patches on some water or sewer lines or gas lines, that sort of thing. This one is for sale right here. It looks like a rental for rent, $12.49 or $12.51. This house is vacant too. I don't know if that's a notice that's condemning it or what, but at the corner of Muncie and Carlisle. Yeah, you can see why these streets are one way, because they're pretty narrow throughout here. That one, yeah, nobody's living in that one either. 1311 Carlisle, that one's vacant. Yeah, we'll turn right onto Clarence instead of going back on the main road. Yeah, we're just off of Wayne Avenue between Wayne and Wyoming in the Walnut Hills neighborhood. This looks like this used to be a vacant house, possibly. I can't tell if that belongs to that yellow house or not. Oh, no, here's a really nice house. 1350, slow down. 1350, I think I said this was Clarence, I believe. Yeah, Clarence, we'll turn right here. Now this house right here, you could probably get 120, maybe 130 right there. That's a beautiful house. That's easily the nicest house I've seen in the entire neighborhood. This is like you would see in the Oregon district. Just a grand house at the corner of Clarence. I believe this is, that was Creighton, I believe. Just a grand house right there. Gar Drama Grill and Drama Center. I can't tell what church that belongs to. I can't. Can you make out what? Can't totally make out what church that belongs to. Oh, Buddhist. It's a Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist drama. I don't know if that. Center. Yeah, center. That's a Buddhist church right there. Guy out with his dog right there, but I'm not going to show him on camera here. Yeah, Creighton and Muncie. Yeah, you can see how they've maintained the historic street here, but there is some asphalt patching, but I believe a lot of that is because of water lines that have previously busted. That's the only reason they would put that patch down, is to cover up the patch job. Yeah, this cobbled street, it's in a little bit rougher shape. It definitely. What?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. This cobbled street's in pretty rough shape. Hopefully they restore this street at some point in time. Here's some leaf bags right here. This is new price. 1214 Creighton Avenue. Right there, but yeah, this. What?
Paper on that one.
Yeah, possibly a nuisance letter. Yeah, this part of the Walnut Hills neighborhood's a little bit nicer, but once you go further west, you get into the more, bad parts of the neighborhood. There's a nativity scene, a Christmas thing. That's a pretty neat decoration right there. That house, 1142 Creighton. Pretty nice little decorations there. That's a nice little dwelling right there, but that was probably business. Oh yeah, I could tell that. Yeah, it's probably residential. Now there's a nice stucco house right there. I will go left at the down here on Wyoming. Yeah, this I believe. Yeah, this condition of these cobbles right here are in pretty rough shape. It's a bumpier ride, but at least it doesn't get all pit-holed, or potholed up. But the street could definitely use some restoration. Could use some restoration. Dixon Apartments right here. It looks like this is probably 3 or 4 bedrooms at the corner of Wyoming and Creighton. Yeah, it looks like I see 3 or 4 addresses on here. Well, I see 3 mailboxes, so it looks like it's 3. Possibly a 4th one there. So you can't turn on the Holly because that's left coming that way. I'll turn on the Phillips, I guess. I actually did a video over here the other day of this street, Phillips Avenue. It's in pretty rough shape. A couple RTA drivers I know say it's the worst street in the city of Dayton, and it's in pretty rough shape. So I'm not going to focus too much on the condition of the street, but it's in pretty rough shape. But here's some of the houses on it right here. Phillips and Argyle, Walnut Hills neighborhood. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of the bumpiness, but we're not going too fast on here. But yeah, the trolley wires from the bus, the RTA bus runs on this street. I'm gonna focus more on this side where the sunlight's not in the way. It looks like somebody mailing their letters today. Yeah, you can see the condition of the street. As I said, I did a video on this the other day. It's in pretty rough shape. Yeah, well, a couple of the bus drivers have said on this street, you can't even talk on this street because it's on the bus, because it's like bumping really loud. But obviously we can't, but we're not going as fast as the bus is. Turn right onto Clarence. Turning back onto Clarence off of Walnut Hills, Phillips. Couple people with their, looks like a couple dogs in the yard right there. Turning on to Epworth. Turning on to Epworth Avenue right here. As you start to go a couple streets over to the west further, this starts to go downhill pretty fast. That's for sale right there. 1343. I think I said this was Epworth possibly, or
Yeah.
Epworth. That's for sale. 1343 Epworth. Yeah, you can tell this is of the streets here that go from Wyoming up to Wayne. It's uphill from Wyoming to Wayne, and then from Wayne to Wyoming downhill. So yeah, this would not have been a neighborhood that would not have been affected by the flood to my knowledge. That's definitely interesting siding, that wood siding or whatever that is on the front of the porch. Absolutely no sale, so obviously that person does not want any solicitors. Anybody that's coming to do door-to-door sales, obviously they're the type of person that says, if I want it, I'll call you or I'll go get it myself. So that's a good thing. That's a nice little house right there too, this one right there. Looks like they might have recently redone their porch or restored it. Left right here. Yeah, once you get here on the other side of Steve Whalen here, this neighborhood starts to go really downhill on Pritz, hopefully. Yeah, once we'll get to that in a few minutes, but once you start to get on, actually we're gonna do a couple up here, then we're gonna end this one, and we'll cover that on the next posting. But this is the better part of the Walnut Hills neighborhood, but we'll cover the other part on the next. We'll cover that on another video, the other half of the Walnut Hills neighborhood. But yeah, this is Pritz Avenue right here. Yeah, on the other side, just where I was at on Steve Whalen, this is where this neighborhood really starts to go downhill at. And yeah, this one right there is all this stuff kind of.
There's another one on Linden Avenue.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing. Or
Yeah.
My dad was born in one of them houses.
Yeah, we'll go down. Oh, Pritz still continues that way. This is kind of an interesting thing, the way it kind of. Pritz and Heaton.
An alley.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cover the rest of this on another video, but because we need about 10 more minutes or so, to a little bit longer than that to cover it. But yeah, Eva right here.
Sale up there.
Yeah, just go right here, I guess. Highland right here. That's one way going up this way, so. It's still the Walnut Hills neighborhood. Yeah, you can see how the street kind of goes in a uphill direction, all these streets.
All the way up?
All the way down. Yep, they go all the way uphill from Wyoming to Wayne, and then from Wayne to Wyoming back downhill. Yeah, YouTube, the bad part about this neighborhood is it's a little too close to comfort to a really high crime area, because on the other side of Wyoming is the Twin Towers area. That is not a good neighborhood. A lot of, drug activity, a lot of drunks, alcoholics, a lot of crime, a lot of break-ins, that type of stuff. So that's the unfortunate part. Yeah, because this part of the Walnut Hills neighborhood is a little too close to some of the bad neighborhood. I guess back onto Clarence, I guess. Yeah.
Back down that way?
Yeah, this guy's then out, or actually just go up to Wayne. Actually, we've almost. There's only a few more streets down this way that we haven't really covered, and then that'd be pretty much it. That used to be the old nut house, didn't it?
Yeah.
This used to be the old nut house. It's now 10 Wilmington Senior Place. I got about 10 on this one still left, and then there's only a few more streets in this neighborhood still to cover. But yeah, this used to be the old nut house. I don't know how many years ago did they, I think maybe in the late 90s they might have closed the nut house down up there, maybe.
There's a plaque on that place.
Yeah, plaque. Yeah, that's the Walnut Hills Park. All historical plaque.
Illinois ain't bad street.
Illinois is all coming up right here. Well, we'll go down the next one here. Yeah, this right here is on this part's a little bit better, but once you go further down to Wyoming, that's in a really bad neighborhood. Yeah, we're turning on to Illinois off of Wyoming. On the other side is Stewart Street, near the University of Dayton. Now this right here's, I guess, so-so, I guess. I mean, it's, but as I said, hey, there's who used to rent our place, Comtech Realty, 326 Illinois. I wonder how much they want for it. Who knows? Maybe it might have gas heat in it.
It might.
It'd be nicer than what we have with the stupid electric baseboard. It'd be a little bit better area, not by a wide margin, but by a little bit. Yeah, 326 Illinois Avenue. Yeah, the land company that's renting that Comtech Realty, that's who we're currently renting our house with, but the landlord has since changed hands. Yeah, 326 Illinois. Habitat for Humanity house right here. Yeah, these are one of these cheap, you know, habitat or welfare houses, wherever they build it. Looks like they're still in the process of building it. Obviously, they built it where an empty lot used to stand out, undoubtedly. Yeah, Illinois and Connecticut. So apparently some of these streets were named after some of the states. Maybe because of the first, maybe, no. Well, Illinois wasn't one of the first 13 states. That would not have been why. Now Connecticut was. Ohio, YouTube is the 17th state in the Union. Yeah, we're the 17th state in the Union.
I knew someone who lived right there.
Oh, this house right there?
With a tan.
Yeah, it's not a bad little house. Yeah, we're gonna go down a few more streets and then bring it in this one. Now this over here still looks somewhat decent, but as I said, this neighborhood, once you go on the other side of Wyoming, it's in a really bad neighborhood. The Twin Towers, I've covered that on other videos, so I'm not gonna cover that today, but yeah, we're gonna go left on Wyoming and do a couple more, then we're done with this one, YouTube. Yep, Wyoming and Illinois. Yeah, this street kind of runs in a boarded up. Yep. So you can see right here, YouTube, we're in a, you know, we're starting to get into the more bad part of the neighborhood. Yeah, because this side of the street is Walnut Hills of Wyoming. The think this would be what the southbound side of it. Then on the north side of it of Wyoming is Twin Towers, and that's a really bad neighborhood. It was never really a good area that I could ever recall. It was yeah, just waiting for this light to change. There it goes. Edgar, we're gonna go up Edgar. This is still in the Walnut Hills area. Yeah, this street's in really bad shape right here.
It's wide though.
Yeah, it's wide though, but man, it's that street we showed on the Dead at Heights video. They probably should have repaved this one too, but yeah, there's a nuisance letter from this. Yeah, this boarded up house. Yeah, this part of the Walnut Hills neighborhood is not what I would consider to be one of the nicer ones. Empty lot, undoubtedly, where there used to be a house at. Oh, what's that? Oh, private. What sign we seen that?
Private property and new trespass.